Yo! Hey, welcome to a new episode of the Creators Outlet with Colonel Crackhead himself.
Hey, Will, how you doing, sir?
What's going on, man? Look at
Good
all
to see you, man.
Look at all the peoples.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Ray Havlick might not have had his coffee yet. It's a little early over in Aussie.
Sir. Yeah.
Bow. D-Wag.
Yo. What's up, guys?
30 seconds in and we're triggering algorithms.
Yeah, I think Ali Sangui got in here. Is like, oh, new show. Let's see how it goes. D-Wag's in me here. It's like, oh yeah. So you still with us? What's up?
Oh yeah. Ray is a superstar. Yeah. And
superstar.
Speaking of superstars, I gotta plug Luke Stone, who is launching Fund My Comic this Friday. It's going to be a launch and Q&A.
Oh, cool.
For as long as it goes.
Hoorah.
Yeah. As Ray's laughing at that, he goes, yeah, I know, I got to be there. I got shit to answer for. I literally just did the same motion.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself to everybody and give us like a little bio of your trip down comic book lane here.
Awesome. So, guys, I'm Jeremy Tevenot or Colonel Crack. You could say Tevenot. It's whatever way. I'm Zaid Studios. That's the company that I'm the CEO of that I started back in 2016. I started that coming after working in the gaming industry, independent games for a few years, and then just wanted to start my own thing. Now, the product that I'm working on is an idea that I've been developing in world building since I was in high school, and that's Beckoned. And it started out as a JRPG computer game because I'm a big role play guy. I'm big into Final Fantasy, big into Rollmaster or Dungeons and Dragon type tabletop games. So it's kind of where it kind of grew out of. I had a best friend. Me and him would just play all the time without modules. And I liked world building. It was just pretty addicting. So I was like, Star Wars, it's got Hoth, everything snow, Tatooine, everything desert, everything, it's like they're all just planets of the same thing. So I said, what if you have all that variety on one big planet? And so I just started concepting, and I never run out of things to stuff to draw because of it. So that got me into Savannah College of Art and Design right after high school, and I was only able to spend 2 years there because their tuition hiked up and I couldn't keep going. But after that, I just started doing tattoo and doing side work and doing side jobs, concepting or illustrating or doing portrait work, and went to California for a couple of years and tried to do it out there, just street urchin style. And then Joe Catapano of Star Circuit hit me up and said, dude, I got a job out here in Florida, for concept artists. We need you. I was like, sweet. And I've been here ever since.
Yeah. Because who in their right mind wants to live in California these days?
Back then it was like 2010, 2011. And I was on the street. I wasn't owning a house or anything. So I was just working at Staples and then being on the beach all the time and doing artwork. So it was a fun time, but yeah, I'm glad he gave me that call.
And a little music. A little music on the side too.
Music? No, I've always just kind of did that, like doing plays at school and doing the youth group stuff at church. You sing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's cool. Bro, the stuff I see Zayd do with behind the art scenes is crazy. That boy good.
That boy good. Yeah, I've been a traditional artist most of my life, just doing pencil, graphite, and inks. I done painting, I've done sculpting, I've done all kinds of stuff, but nothing beats being able to take an idea and get it down on paper in a way someone else can go, "Ooh, I understand what you're doing or what you're saying." Like my dad's a carpenter, trim carpenter. He's built houses and he does most of the drafting in his head. So I guess there's a little bit of that, spatial understanding with me. But yeah, other than that, like Beckon's a strange project, man, because I'm kind of trying to be fantasy, but at the same time, kind of not be more science fiction. But then again, kind of, I'm trying to pull from what I do think I understand of quantum physics and other type of crazy physicist theories and stuff. So yeah, it makes for good material to write from when you're coming up with magic systems and a new planet and new creatures. It's like if you get into the science about how some of that stuff actually could be, or the astrobiology, those are good ways to start getting cool ideas for stuff. So yeah, I have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, and since DWAG called it out, I'm gonna bring up the demo from Steam.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And we'll drop the link in the chat.
Thank you. Yeah, so my older brother Dwight, this is his first video game he's ever made. I worked in companies who used Unity and Unreal, and I really favored the support that Unreal has for just the development tools, and then as well like its capabilities. It is way overpowered for a 2D game, but these are really large sprites. This is 1920 by 1080 resolution. I'm hand animating all of them, so sprite based or Disney style, or the old Disney style animation process, because that's what they were doing like Final Fantasy V and 6.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, well, instead of little chibi pixel art, what if we go, full res with it, but still using the same kind of techniques that they were using back then. So I get to play a little bit. Like the battle system right there is actually built in the 3D space, so you get to see this 2.5D effect kind of happening that we're pretty proud about. But yeah, we have an update coming up on that soon after I get done with the book and getting that to the printers and ready to go. I got a couple sprites to finish, and we have a big update coming for that prototype. You'll have full parties to all 3 characters in your party to fight, and then the boss will be fightable. And we have combos working the way they're supposed to be now. You can equip certain combos depending on which loading crystal you have equipped, and spells change. Like it's grown, and we're glad about that. So,
but I go, oh, I can finally look at it because my Steam's always getting hacked by somebody. I don't know that probably works for the same state corporate thing that the TikTok age is owned by. We all know what that means. So we're gonna put that back on the sideline. We're gonna bring up the book. Let's see. I like Sprite, but I'm more of a Mountain Dew guy. Yeah, there's more carcinogens in Mountain Dew that'll kill you quicker too. Scans. Yes. Yes, indeed.
So yeah, Beckoned the comic though, the pitch for it is there's 2 major factions that have struggled over technological dominion of this planet, Dovanus. One builds in harmony with the life on the planet, and the other substance or the other kingdom, the faction, it strangles and overtakes everything in its way. But testing to become a high scholar in a potent crystal magic, a young father, our main character, Tepestro, a harmless day is going to turn deadly for him, as he's going to see the hope of his people be betrayed and destroyed. So it's going to be fun to see how all these characters get introduced to you guys, see the MacGuffin of the whole legend of Beckoned be made. This first book is one of a 3-part prologue, and then I have 10 issues planned out after that, and that'll pretty much be my comic book career. But because that'll take a while to do. But we're going to be at the same time developing the game alongside that. But all the comics, including that 10 issue series, happens 10 to 15 years before the events of the video game. And then even after the video game, I've got a whole Lord of the Rings trilogy that comes off of it. So,
lots of walking.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there is a lot of walking in this. Yeah. But we got airships in here too. So,
cool.
Yeah. So maybe not so much walking.
Sounds like Danny is after your Steam account.
Yeah.
Hates video games. Well, I'm gonna bring something for Danny's ass. Like a whole jar of termites.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Can't go wrong with a McMuffin. I tend to like to make my McMuffins at home. There's less poison from Mickey D's, and it's cheaper.
It is cheaper. It is. It is tastier too, man. Something I miss about a little bit of that Kentucky, a little bit of that southernness. You get the homemade biscuit.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there's nothing that says we hate you like a biscuit so dry that it crumbles when you look at it.
Oh, dude, yeah. You have to have the drink with it. You have to, or you're gonna be.
I'm like, can I have one biscuit and a gallon of milk, please? So the trailer. Tell us about the trailer.
Dying Days of YouTube made this. So thank you, Dying Days.
Oh, he does awesome stuff. So let's kick off by watching the mini movie here. Play. Wow, it was pretty bad.
Well, talk to him about it.
No, I meant like badass.
Just joking.
That was a terrible trailer. No wonder why YouTube has Dying Days.
No, thanks, man. No, he did a bang up job on that. He put that out right before he had some health stuff he had to take care of. So I was definitely blessed to have him be able to do that for me. So
yeah, wow. My only nitpick, like it is with every trailer like this, is you have words come up on the screen.
Yeah,
but there's no voiceover, and a lot of times people will just hear the pretty music playing and not have a clue what's going on because they're either working while they get the show on, or they've downloaded or listening to the podcast on their favorite podcast source, and which we are available on, and this will be available on later on tonight. All these shows get uploaded, and I have many more eyes. Well, dare I say, ears on it on the podcast platform. So
hell yeah, that's awesome.
So this is what used to confuse me back when I first met all you guys. Was like I would see Zaid and Zaid.
Yeah,
and Zaid Studios is not to be confused with the Zaid brothers, and and it's like two different types of spelling. So the first time I saw you in a chat, I thought you were,
Phil. Yeah.
I thought you were Phil.
Yeah.
Nope, not Phil. Jeremy. I go, huh?
Who's that guy?
And then through
Zayd is the name of my dog that I had all the way through high school, and then I had to leave him at home with my mom while I went off to college and stuff. When I came back, he didn't make it. So, but he was a good dog. So yeah, I named my company off of him, and that's why the logo is that husky looking emblem with the paint drip. But now I've got 2 other dogs now, and they're hellions, and I love them to death. But yeah. Husky shepherds.
Oh, nice.
Malamutes. But yeah, when I got into this, Joe Catapano of Star Circuit was telling me, yeah, there's another guy named Zayd around here. He's a cool guy. I was like, oh, okay. All right, where? Well, yeah, Phil's awesome. Cool dude. He's had me on his show too. Yeah, I mean, it's an issue, but again, I've said this and before that, I have another publishing stamp called Tevenant Publishing that's already registered. And that's what this book will be coming out under. I'll still have my Zayd Studios logo on it, but it'll just be officially registered under the Tevenant Publishing moniker. That way it's not kind of like basically a business respect for them. They never said anything about it. I was like, but yeah, want to make sure that, I show some respect.
Everybody knows the difference.
Yeah.
We, meaning Phil and Brandon, are the CG tag team champions of the world. And Colonel Crackhead is not. But speaking of crack, looking at this cover collection, the featured tier, we get a bonus load-in crystal.
Yep. I think I have it somewhere in one of these slots. The actual one that's on there. I think it's on there. Anyway, yeah, I got all these little crystals that I've made out of acrylic, based off of a stone that I actually have. But I acrylic pour them. I color them all the different colors, and yeah, they turned out great. That's kind of what got me to do the load-in shard, or it's obviously what it looks like. But yeah, these things are awesome, and I offered 3 of them on the campaign, and they sold out real quick.
Oh
yeah, acrylic blade with the little bit of color dinged up in it, and then the aging. But that's beeswaxed, sinew wrapped handle and hilt, and then the actual wrap around that's braided leather. There's an extra crystal in there, but the belt frog, so you can wear it, and it also doubles as a stand. So, heck yeah, I did the chime cubes, and in our story, our main character has a kid, and they're talented with this crystal magic. So the kids in the world train with these little hypercube looking things. They load their crystals inside of it, and the architecture of the cube itself amplifies the vibrations of the crystal, making it easier for the kids to make it float, make it do other things, and light up and stuff. But yeah, I got a lot of fun stuff here, including the you were mentioning this before, the driftwood crystal holders that actually light up. So, well, let's see if I can turn that. Yeah. This was 80s made, bringing that up. Now I had done that before, but I made a larger one, like a full size, like huge display of them 6 years ago out of real crystals and big old giant piece of driftwood. And so when 80s made was like, hey, you might think of a holder that can illuminate the crystals. I was like, ding ding, gotcha. And I found some wood, so I went right at it, pressure washed it, heat treated it, stained it, drilled the holes, got everything wired inside of it.
Nice.
So yeah, there's a lot more in drawing being done. So
the chat is very active because of a certain crackhead tonight, I believe. So thank you very much, D-Way.
What's up, Admiral? Yeah.
Welcome, Eric Grant, and
what's up, Grant? Yeah.
Let's see. Go there at Zayd, Creators Outlet, Ray Havelock, Web Guy, and Darren Baker. Ray wants original recipe and hot sauce.
Dude, I'm starting to smell it. You guys are talking about it. Like, stop. I'm over here going.
Trailer is pretty crispy, though.
Yeah, great, D-Way. It's awesome.
I'm like, yeah. I go, maybe we should do like an episode, like get a bunch of guys on and do like, our own version of like, the hot wing show there.
It's probably not a bad idea.
We'll just have to ban, that dude, because he's always stuffing chicken in his face.
I did too, man. Dying Days was coughing on the phone. Like, just glad he saw that witch doctor.
Yeah, whichever doctor it was. What's Gucci Whack? Dying Days cheated me and Steve out of the tag team title for our CG wrestling match. Yeah, they had Danny crawling around under the ring, I heard.
He's crawling other places too.
Admiral Wackass. Me and Steve got robbed. We paid $50 to rig that.
Paid the ref $50 to rig the win. So they must have paid him more money then. Man.
I think a lot of people got screwed. I think the ref was secretly Dan Slott.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Punk, what's up?
I'm banned from the slottage too. It's like I'm not missing anything. You're a pretty shitty writer, and you dropped down on your knees quicker than my prom date did. So.
Oh, we're talking about that dude. I keep checking to see if I'm just not big enough yet. So, what's up, Steve? Out.
Steve Wooster.
Yeah.
Star Wars dude.
It's still real to me, damn it.
Fuck Danny.
Fuck Annie.
Where's the termites? Somebody get the termites. Shadow Punk, hail!
Yeah. Sporting my t-shirt tonight.
Ripping on the shirt.
Shadow Punk. I bet you have me blocked, Danny.
Zay doesn't know who that is.
What's that? Who doesn't?
Danny doesn't know who you are, but he does now because now you're hanging on the show.
Oh,
that shirt rocks. Thanks, man.
Feels good too, bro. Heck yeah! What's up, Cole Man? Yeah.
Good. Less bullshit from you on the feed.
I'm wrong with that.
Oh man.
Nice. Danny chooses violence every day.
So do I, so look out. I'll be chasing after you with a hatchet in one hand and a wheelchair under my butt. Luckily, it's an electronic one. Otherwise, I'd just be going in circles.
Gasoline and matches could go a long way.
Oh, yeah?
You know?
Yeah.
With Pinocchio, it was a whale.
So this cover collection, the featured tier.
Yes, sir.
You get the PDF, all 3 covers, and the crystal.
All 4 covers. There's
4 covers.
Books. Yes.
Okay. I was thinking one of them was the PDF.
Yep.
So there's 4 covers.
And a PDF.
So if you just like sending stuff out to CBCS or CGC or whatever the new company is, you could do that and still read the book, but it'll be reading it digitally.
I wanted to put a package together that I could have more books to potential backers. I think it'd be cool if they think it's cool enough to gift it to others or to complete a collection. And since there's 4 books in a PDF, I mean, if you're gonna bootleg the PDF, I mean, it's just my version, so that wrap cover colored version, it's just that one. But you'll have that physical copy of the wrap cover, full colored, the main A. You'll have the main B, which is the shunt, or the main B is the the main B is the grayscale version of my colored version. So you'll get grayscale wrap cover and grayscale interiors. And it a little bit later down on the page, you can actually get a little hint of what those kind of are going to look like. Then the variant A is the Shantan Jetty cover that he watercolored, and I've been hearing that this is the first Shantan Jetty, variant cover that he's done. So super stoked, and Merry Christmas to me when that came in right before Christmas. But woohoo! And then the 4th cover is Joe Catapano from Star Circuit. I wanted him to give me an action cover, and that's also all these covers you can see pretty well on the campaign page. But then I was like, dude, I'm gonna throw one of these little load-ins in there too, because I really want you all to get immersed in the world. And if I can quickly make little acrylic crystals and that kind of just add to the feelings when you're reading it or anything, great. As a collection, then cool. But you can also tell I don't do math well if you're seeing that, because that basically gives you $5 off a book and a $5 crystal pro bono.
Yeah. Shadowpunk wants to know, what was your funding goal?
$3,000.
Nice.
Nice, healthy, real goal, not a 500 one to trip up the algorithm or anything.
Yeah, I had to put Danny in a timeout. I had to go Olmo Biggs on him and be like,
I wonder if he's the most blocked and timed out chatter in our groups.
Probably. And here's a better look at one of the covers.
Yep, that's my wrap cover. A lot of the world, the story in this is going to be showing us a deep kind of magic that they're using with the crystals and the substance called Denithite. It's a little bit of a trippy substance as much as it takes their consciousness on a different type of plane of awareness, and it gives them visions. So my idea for the cover, the wrap cover, was to give the audience that kind of vision of what's going to happen in the book. As soon as they see it, like, whoa, this is a cool cover. It's like, that's the vision that I'm trying to give you.
Yeah. And as much of a fan that I am of old Bronze Age books, I used to get so mad when they would have like a really cool ass cover, and none of that shit happened in the book.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I just got perched by a car salesman. That's terrible.
And then it's a good look at the Shantan Jetty cover that he did.
Oh, that's just the color scheme on that is just gorgeous, dude.
He did excellent. He was painting it on his show. There's a few episodes of him just talking and painting, and that was like Saturday morning cartoons for me all over again. I'd wake up and there he'd be in the morning. I'd be like, get my coffee, sit here and watch Sean paint on it. Such a great dude, man.
Yeah, I just love the whole tree growing, out of her head.
Yeah, the direction was very vague. I wanted him to kind of do his thing with his shape language that he uses a lot with Nosfero. He was like, oh, what do you want? I gave him some concept, like some images of stuff I had already done, the 2 characters, the Nightmare Eater, Tempestro. And I said, but really, I'm thinking of yours as kind of like the tree up the middle. Like I just said up the middle, I gave him some reference images of some things about how big this giant tree is. And of course, I've drawn it for the video game version. So there's a kind of a detailed view of it, but it's still so stinking massive. And it's kind of, watercolory in the color schemes on that one. So he just he ran with it. He sent me a couple black and white quick composition schemes. I said, ooh, do that one. So, and he did. He tore this thing up. And I just actually noticed when I got it, the top of the tree is on fire, which is perfect. And I didn't even know he did that.
Oh yeah, you can see the flame.
Yeah, I covered it with the logo. Stupid me, but yeah, I didn't notice it until the paint, until I got the painting that it's, and you know that was just such a cool thing that I picked up on.
See
yeah,
now when you do a catch up tier when the next issue follows, you got to offer this book, but as a virgin variant, so you can see.
Oh yeah,
the flames.
I'm learning more. I didn't even hear about that. You call me, say something about virgin variant. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
Just the art.
Gotcha.
And the tree almost looks like it's in the form of a letter Z for Zade Studios.
I didn't pick up on that one. I hope Putin doesn't get inspired.
Oh, well, I saw today. Speaking of Putin, I saw today that a buddy of mine that's a guitarist in my friend's band posted, because I guess gas prices went down, and he's like, "Oh, so we should thank Putin because you have no control over the gas prices, but he does. So thank you, Putin. That's how this works, right, Democrats?" And I'm like, "Oh, that was funny."
It's a crazy world, man. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I don't get it either. I don't get it either, man. That's why we're over here. Mm-hmm. But to answer Shadowpunk, it took me 2 months to do the cover, the wrapped cover, and it took me 2 months to do this page 1 and 2 double page. That's one. Those are the first pages and things I got done for the book. So I was still trying to find my style when I was working on this one, and I was doing it on my YouTube channel once 1 hour every week. I was sitting here and doing it on the stream at least. So you would see me work on it, and then a week would go by and come back, and I'd have a little bit more done since last time you saw, but it slowly built and got complete, and having to chase off Noah the whole time because he's like, that's not the way we're supposed to do it. So it was funny and fun. No, it's fun now because we got through it, So yeah, that doesn't take that long to do every page, of course, but yeah, it takes a while.
Yeah, D-Wag is completely right. You're like crazy talented. Because I was looking at this thing today again. I was like, oh my god.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, D-Wag was talking about the aforementioned artist for that the tree cover.
And Sean Jit, yeah.
Yeah, said he did a pit one on the show, I think he said. And
did Sean do pit? Oh no, he's saying Shadowpunk. Did you see that traditional pit piece that I did? Well, I'm gonna share screen with you just in case. I'm gonna bring it up if I think I have it right in here. So yeah, there was the auction for Sean of Type 1, and I did the pit piece and then the character of Sean's Type 1. Dang it, I'm looking for him. It should have been right here. Sorry, guys.
2 months, holy moly. I feel like a total slouch. Well, you are. Why isn't your book done? Oh, great.
Dang.
This is back.
Oh, what's up, Danny? Their art on this campaign is way overdone for my taste. So much detail gives me a headache. Yeah, go watch Lamb Chops. Anyone remember that movie or that TV show?
Oh yeah.
In my opinion, this isn't the best version of the pit piece, but this is the scan. In fact, I'm going to do something to it real quick that I shouldn't do, just so you all can see it better. Oh, stink nasty. Did I just do that? I did. There we go.
Danny just said, "Is this stream over yet?" You little wooden bastard.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that pit piece I've got up on got up for you for Shadowpunk. Yeah, I think we made a few tweets about it.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this.
Heck yeah. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you. Yeah, MC Escher is a mathematician or artist. Really like what he did. Especially that 5-point perspective sphere he did.
And Admiral Wackass bought this piece at the auction.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he did.
The pics do not do it justice.
Nah, I was glad those got to him safely. Heck yeah. And F. Danny.
Yeah. That's seriously insane. Yeah.
Thank you. And let's see. There was the that's that page. Since I've got it, or pages, we can actually zoom up in it a bit and get a closer look at the details popping into it. And there's a lot of details in here that's going to get shrunk in the final book, but they'll be there.
Yeah. Details. Every time I hear details, I immediately think of I immediately flash to like all the insane work that like Joe Ball does.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I remember when he was on when he was going around the first time promoting Death, and he was on Red Valkyrie's channel. And they asked me, "Why don't you work in digital?" It's like,
because it takes 2 months.
Yeah, like could you imagine him working in digital? That would be like another entire book if you like zoomed into max.
Yeah,
There'd be like hidden chapters of the book that you couldn't see in the regular, but it just blended in as detail in the back. It'd take him like 30 years to do a book.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, bunch of cross hatching. I mean, I'm doing it digitally, but very traditional, except for a few lighting tricks. Like you see these pretty perfect gradients that are happening. Yeah, it's the computer effects. But then I do a lot of hand lighting, as you can see, like coming in here and cross hatching some lighting in, or fudging some of my lighting, softening it up. But yeah, I mean, I could take a lot more. I could do a lot more with digital. And not waste time redrawing stuff or moving not being in the right spot. I could just move it over. But the next book will be done penciled traditionally, and I'm not going to ink it. I'm going to go right from pencil scans to color like Joe did with Star Circuit and see how much faster I can get a book out for the second one. I've already seen what the style difference will be, and it's not that big a difference because it's still coming out of me. It's just different ways of doing it.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not going to be as detailed because the page won't let me zoom in like computers do.
Yeah, Shadowpunk said if he had any time, he would color. He would grab that pit piece digitally and color it.
Yeah, well, it's on Twitter, dude. You want to go have fun.
But he doesn't have any time. He's too busy on, being a guest host on all the streams on the Luke Stone Network and making figures and occasionally working on the book, I guess.
Heck yeah, I saw that Lucent piece that he did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, D-Wag, I sent D-Wag some of the some samples of the high res of this stuff, and he didn't know that it had all this detail in it because you guys usually get to see it just on the screen and whatever the resolution's popping out. And yeah, the details is in the cross hatching and everything. It's pretty much as I could punch into every pixel that I could.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he was like, "What? This looks net." We were calling it crispy. We were like, "Yeah, this is crispy." Yeah, but yeah, you zoom up on it. It's like impressionism. You can see all the scratches and all the squigglies, little imperfect. But man, when you zoom out, it all just pulls together.
Looking at that face right there, the first thing that pops into mind because of the crystal shoved into his eye socket is Olgra from the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Oh, Gelfling. Oh yeah, Augur. She's so ugly. She's beautiful. So ugly, she's beautiful. That was Frank Oz, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Yoda too, y'all. But yeah, I like the crystal side, of the face. That's what I was trying to do with that, with that wrap cover. But yeah, like I spent a lot of time in it because I want it to haunt me the rest of my life. So if everything goes good and it launches good, I mean, it launched great. I just want it in y'all's hands. As soon as it fulfills, like I can get in y'all's hands, it's going to get there. And I want that underneath my belt so I can keep moving. I got so much more to do.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the art on this is just sick.
Thank you.
I'm just like, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is one book that if there were more than the 4 covers, I might actually have to get more than the 4 covers.
Yeah, there were some people that were suggesting, are you going to do a supplemental? You're going to do an ash can? And at one point, I thought I was doing an ash can, to test out the prints. And no, that's not what they meant. So I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to stay concentrated on the one thing and try to get it done the right way. Since I'm new to comics in general, I need to know and learn kind of how to put this stuff together the right way. I know I can draw pretty all right, and I can, world build, and I believe I can write pretty all right. But all that's nullified if you don't know how to navigate the space of where your customers are, if you don't have a little bit of lingo understood, or even know where the respectable boundaries are too.
Yeah.
So it helps when you don't know all that, because then it's but you can't be naive all the time. Slowly learning, and I'm learning what's important to get my product out, in the best way it can. So if you all have suggestions on paperweights or finishes you all like, I'm open for suggestions because I'm making a list.
And checking it twice. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things about my world building is I do have a whole map that's laid out. All the towns are named. Not all the little like sub towns or what you would call like nomadic tribes that, of course, would be moving around. But Joe Catapano was talking to me. He was like, "Dude, your concepting and your world building is so detailed. It feels like the place is almost real." And I'm like, "Ding, that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to get you just to feel that." It's obviously not. I'm not about it, but I want it to feel that way when you're reading. I want the story to be engaging, the world to feel tangible. So I was like, "Can I navigate my map? Is it that real?" I said, "No, because I don't have stars. I'm sure they have compasses or devices like that in the world, but in the do I, the creator of it right now?" I said, "No." So I made a star map, and you can register and help me name the stars of this world. I've got 43 constellations, 489 stars, so we're not going to run out anytime soon. And so yeah, that's on the campaign as well. No, it's not real. I'm sorry, Steve. It might be if you believe in like multiverse theory and the infinite. I guess it's out there somewhere, but then so is Star Wars.
Star Wars hasn't been a world build since like 1978. Sorry. Hey, 80s!
Not 80s, mate. Yeah.
80s is probably thrilled that for the first time he tuned into my channel and it wasn't just T-Bunny, simulcasting on it.
It's good to see you all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at some more of the tiers.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yep, and I've got a lot of the single books. So if you wanted just to get one book and that was it, I've got a tier for each of those. So that's the main B. That's the grayscale version of my covered version. And it has grayscale and tiers. It does come with a PDF, but that PDF is, again, the colored version of my cover. That's the Joe Catapano variant.
Cool.
And it's an action one. Down on the page a little later, you can see it up close, and he did killer on it. But yeah, that's my cover, the colored main A. And then Shopping Jetties is right there. And so we also gave you the ability to, there's add-ons in just about all these perks that include a poster, $20 sketch card. You can add a crystal to any of them. You can add the whole collection of crystals to them. I think you might even be able to add on another book or two, but we did package them or make perks in 2 packs as well. So you can get my black and white and colored. You can get mine in Shant's version. You can get mine in Joe's. You can get, if you don't like me at all, you can get Joe and Shant's right there. So the variant collection. But the Art Bros is me and Joe, because we do Art Bros over there on his channel. Yeah. And then that's the wrap cover with the poster. So if you just wanted that book and you wanted a poster to enjoy all that artwork not shrunk down, it's there as a poster. I have all the parcels already, so I just need to get them out of my house.
So what size is the poster going to be for this?
18 by 24 ratio-ish. It's in that.
Nice.
Yeah. A big guy. That's the Shant and me versions of the book. So the combo.
Ooh,
and that's the star mat. Yeah. So you can get it framed. You can get it unframed. If you want my professional opinion, if I were you, I'd frame it yourself to put it in a frame that you think is nice. The frame that's coming with it'll do the job. It does it just fine. The ones that we were looking at. So yeah, we might be able to find a better deal to make better frames for them. But as they're going right now, like we want it to feel special. You'll get the certificate that's on linen paper. We'll have it actually stamped with a seal of approval. And you also get the star mat printout. That's 8.5 by 11. You'll be getting that as well with it.
And so far, 5 people have named stars.
The load-in display with no crystals. That way you guys can get the lamp if you already had purchased the crystal collection, either the larger tiers, which are mostly sold out now, or in the add-ons. You don't have to go and get it. You just go ahead and grab it right here. Or if it's better for you, cancel all your stuff out, get back on, and start buying it all again. I think that's easier on the purchases of the monies on the taxes. But yeah, that's our frame version right there. That's the lamp with the crystals included. So, if you just want to do it that way,
just get everything together. So when it comes in, you don't have to be like, I forgot one of the crystals.
Right. And then we decided to go ahead and give you all a perk if you wanted the book, poster, and the crystal collection with the lamp, like throwing it all in there for you. Have fun. It's a really good display collection.
Yeah. You can put the book on a slab stand and with the crystal next to it, and right behind it against your wall can be the poster framed up.
D-Wag gave me a good idea that's probably going to happen on later campaigns, guys. So keep my mouth shut on that one. But yeah, we'll have more display collections in the future.
I just had to ban Danny. I had to block him.
You just banned him.
I'm like, look, I love anybody that comes in the chat but him. Leave us alone with our crack rocks and pop
Dang,
pipes.
Danny. There you go, dude.
Catch up on some of the chat.
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Give us a like.
If you're not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and ring the bell and all that other funky stuff. And if you prefer to listen to me while you work or while you're ignoring your wife, you can download the podcast from any place you like to get a podcast from.
Yeah.
I've got well over 100 episodes up on the cloud. Yeah, be a baller. Get the lamp.
Be a baller.
Shot caller. Uh-oh. My strip club DJ side's coming out now.
26 ribs. No, I know what you're talking about.
I got the star because I am a star.
Oh, yeah.
Love the lamp. The featured perk is a great deal, yes. And Danny sucks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He sure does.
Mm-hmm. Sucks up in the shot vet. That's all it does.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so those are, I guess, all my sold out ones. So I did offer some traditional sketches of the characters in the book on that one for 160. That also came with the book collection. That was the Chime Cube little kid toy. That came with a coin as well. We did get coins minted for this campaign. They were the secret perk for those who signed up. They're still active and still available. So if you did sign up, check your emails for that. It should have the link in there. Yeah. Go get you some.
The loading knife.
Yeah, the shard. Yep.
I always like looking at the sold out tiers and be like, yeah, people are getting some good stuff.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't try to over distract myself from getting the book done. I didn't want to get stuck doing, 20 knives because it takes about a week to make them. So I wanted them to be special, see how they kicked off. You guys absolutely loved them. So next campaign, they're going to show up again. And it's a precursor for the main character in the video game. His kukri knife is closely resembling that one. So I'm going to be probably making a bigger one in the future.
Very cool.
You should unblock Danny, man. We stick together and rise above the negativity. But yeah, Danny's done.
Yeah, Danny's all done for this stream. I'm sorry. I go ahead and I'm like, no punk bitch assness around here.
No cowards. # no coward. So yeah, that's our character breakdown. Tepestro's our main character. He's a young Jiri father. Jiri is the species of these simian-ish type creatures that you're seeing. He's a what it's called a tuner. It's a high magic user of these crystals. So the way the magic works is they tune their brainwave and frequencies to the crystals frequencies, and when that is achieved, they become kind of like quantum locked. And they're able to, manifest the spells or the abilities or the, attributes in the crystal. But he's going to be going to his job today to test to become what's called a watcher, which will be a little bit later down on the character page. But he's a new father and living in this tree kingdom, Tula'Banya, with his wife Eulafi and his son Sardajay. And they make they have a really cool scene in this one that's pretty heartfelt and shows Eulafi's kind of strong nature. And then it also shows Sardajay's little talent being Tepestro's kid. But Tepestro and all of them are basically looked after by Sarfagan, his mentor, which is just under her. Sarfagan is also one of these Watchers of the Nightmare Eater, a high-skilled tuner, but he was there 100 years ago and helped a Jiri named Morthus rise to power from slavery in the kingdom of Thal and exodus the Jiri out of that servitude when they found the new home in Tula'Banya. So he's a leader, or tribal leader type. Underneath that is Morthus. Morthus is the Jiri who let them all out. He's the leader of the I'm sorry, he's the leader basically of Tula'Banya and of the Watchers. He's guiding them all into the science of crystal magic, and his knowledge of Denithite is considered taboo, but everyone trusts him. Everything's going. But the Watchers are right underneath there, and like I said, their job is to tune in this chamber of Denithite that they call the chamber of the Nightmare Eater, or the Denithite chamber. It creates, when they're using the crystal magic in this chamber, the Denithite and the Lodens don't really work together too well, but it causes the tuner's brains or consciousness to slip into a different state of being where they're getting these weird visions. So our story kind of it shows what's going on in there. It gets a little gnarly right then, and then something crazy happens. So yeah, get into it.
Yeah, 80s Mate says, if I don't get a shard next time, I'll have to smoke my crack lamp. And D-Wag says, the lamp pipe is only guaranteed for one use. But you should be able to make it last a couple of rips.
I wouldn't.
80s Mate misses Danny already. I'm sorry, dude. Guiding us in crystal knowledge. Sounds like a self-insert. No, Steve, if it was Star Wars, it would definitely be a self-insert, but...
Love Steve.
One-time use, better get two.
I like the way you guys think.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely get two of them. And here's some of the perks.
Yeah, so you get real good close-ups of everything I'm offering, from the book covers to the trinkets. But it's pretty much all there just to scan through, see what you like. I do believe you can right-click a lot of this and open a new tab to get like closer looks at them.
Oh, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
This stuff just freaks me out. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to break the interwebs. I like this panel right here.
Well, that's cropped from the cover. I wanted to zoom in, give you guys a taste of what the cross-hatching detail looks like. But yeah, it's cropped from the cover. Heck yeah. And again, I did the same thing for Injetti's. It's got a little zoom in crop there so you can see that detail he popped into this painting. It's insane.
Wow.
It's insane.
Maybe at the wrap-up of the whole thing, you can make these crystal thingies, but put the lights in them.
Yeah.
By buying the white Christmas lights, and then you'll have like an entire, beckoned Christmas tree.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then that's those are the grayscales. What's happening with those is I'm getting finished with all the colors, and then to make these, I pull out all the color, and that's what's giving me all the gray tones. But it's not just that. I have to then go into special areas that need more darks or lighter darks. I have to actually change the levels to get things to go right across. So I actually had to do a little more work to get the black and whites ready for, or the grayscales ready for print. But then that's the Joe Catapano cover. Yeah.
And a better look at that. Yeah.
It's an action cover.
He did such a good job on this.
Yes, he did.
He might have a future in this business. Don't quote me on that, but
right now, I think you can still get Star Circuit off of his website at Veravia Studios. I know he was teasing out. He's got a lot of his. I think he's got all of it thumbnailed. His book 2 for Star Circuit, I believe, is all finished thumbnailed right now. So he's getting to work on it.
And the Loden Crystal replica.
Yep.
And the breakdown of what they're used for. So,
yeah, at least what their themes are. In the video game, you get to kind of learn what those things are, and not the prototype. In the finished version, you will. But yeah, they break down into elemental type things, but they're more forces on the planet. So you get combustion for things that explode. You get torrential for effects that deal with currents or air flows, or just I guess torrents. But then you got polarities, so you get things that deal with tectonic plates or magnetism. Chrono is more your time manipulation or manipulating your awareness of how time flows. That also does some other special things. And then the light is more like a guardian type special loading that does protectant type stuff. There is one not included in this, and that's our MacGuffin loading, and I'm not going to be selling that for a minute.
Yeah, I don't want to let go of that one yet.
But then, yeah, we got the a better close up of what the holder looks like just underneath that, and like it's real driftwood. It's got a felt base on it, so it won't scratch your tabletop or anything. They are lacquered, so. Yeah, FDA approved. Not for safe and held anyway.
Yeah. If you have the stuff the FDA approved for our consumption, that's banned in other countries.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't get this to Australia because of the wood.
Ray, thanks for hanging out, and we will see you Friday night for the launch of Fund My Comic.
Yeah. Thanks for coming by, Ray.
Zade's cover is so damn good, but Champ's cover is crazy too. Yeah. Well, while you're at it, you might as well just get them all.
Yeah, just get them all.
I mean, there's only 4 of them, and you're getting like a huge discount on them for the feature.
Just get them all. I wish the 4 books were of a different book at least. Like at least one, like 2 of them might have been like a different slant on like the side of the story, but. Yeah, I mean, I want you all to have access to collect all this, and like I said, to share like with your friends. So if you like one, you have more than enough versions to, spread it around.
Biz 80s made crack pipe in case he doesn't get his his weapon of choice next time around. What the fuck? Back to school, folks. Share it. Thanks, Coleman.
Thanks, Coleman. Yeah.
And this thing is just cool. It looks like it looks like an ancient mother box.
It is a 4-dimensional hypercube made out of primitive means, which, if you want to talk about artistic, what the hell do we call it in college? Like your artist statement on it, then it's just an advanced understanding of math and geometry made with primitive means. So the juxtaposition of the two. This is a really young culture on the planet, so they're kind of just after the cusp of building civilization for themselves. So, but yeah, like surprisingly, a lot of people thought that thing was cool. I only offered one because I didn't think you guys were even know or care. So, but yeah, everyone's like, man, I would have bought one of those.
Oh, and here's some nice close-ups of the piece the 80s made consumer didn't get. Sorry, bro. This is just gorgeous, though.
Mother Box, isn't that from the Hellraiser?
No, Mother Box is from DC. The place that went out of their way to be a woke piece of shit.
Isn't Joker pregnant
today?
Yeah,
they made the Joker pregnant with a shit baby.
They made Arnold Schwarzenegger pregnant.
They're okay. Cut off one. Danny made two more. Danny is like anti-crack annoying Hydra. Yeah, he pretty much is. Cut off one head and... Does he know what the mother box is? He does now. He's not missing too much. Mm-mm. And here's the star registry map.
Yeah. And so how the naming convention works is my older brother Dwight gave me a good example. He was like, what if I decide to register as Philip McCracken? Can I just name him straight out like that? And it got me thinking. It's like, no, I obviously can't leave it open for that stuff. So I get to play with whatever your suggestion is and fit it into the world. So for demonstration purposes, if your name really was Philip McCracken, and that's how you wanted it named, you got Philly Grolkin. It's as close to Philip McCracken as I wanted to get. But a few people have gotten into that already, and they've asked me, okay, well, here's the name I want to register it. What does it look like? And I've given them a couple suggestions, and they're like, okay, yeah, that worked. So...
And he's made says the Joker pregnant makes more sense than me not getting a shard.
Fair enough, 80s mate. I heard. Thanks, Steve.
That's just cool looking, dude.
Yeah, the cool thing is that little swirl that goes through it. That's not just me trying to be fancy. That's actually called the celestial ecliptic, which on our star charts, that's what happens when the Milky Way band is in our sky. But it wobbles like that because the planet wobbles. Our planet wobbles, and that's what's kind of creating the seasons with its elliptical orbit. So if I wanted seasons on Divanus, I needed it for elliptical orbit and to have a slight wobble. So, yeah, I learned a lot about astronomy when I was doing this. Or astrology.
Okay. Me not understanding a lot of stuff will go highly into this next comment, but I looked at this, I go, ooh, it's a boob map.
Yeah, it's just the northern and southern hemispheres, but to you, those are the front hemispheres.
Yeah. 6 a.m. stickers. Yes.
Yeah. So he got those done super fast, and everyone I launched on Bancroft with this, and by the end of that show, everyone already blew past my first stretch goal stint. So those are ready. They're there. They're coming with every book, every order of the whatever every perk that you guys got. Those are coming, and then a print by Eric Weathers, who did the line art, and then got Ollie over there from 656 to do the color job on that, and came out great. At 10K, I'm dropping a special ARO that if you guys know of me or see me around for a while, I've got an ARO 15 piece. Got some permission for Mo Biggs to be able to throw it up there for the campaign as a stretch goal. But yeah, that'll be 10K before it goes to print. So if we get it in demand, yeah, you guys get the ARO. And that's in your shared screen if you wanted to show that one. But yeah, pow! Oh, yeah. ARO 15. Yeah, so
I've got a different ARO print.
So the night that Billy Basco, they were on Bancroft's and raising money for Billy's ARO, which was taking him by surprise. I think I saw him crying. I was watching that and doing this. I was like, that's too cool. This group is too gnarly. It's great to really appreciate your artists. So I was like, dude, I'm going into it. And Square Cigarette did the banana, hat, the bandolier. and then CG Sexy on the dust cover.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been told this is the calmest AROs look, but they're also kind of sinister. He's covered in blood, smoking a cigarette, slightly smiling, ready to go.
He's ready to just lay out the law. Somewhere in that print, he's probably got a T-shirt underneath there that says "No weeb will survive." Crazy Maid will never let you live that down that you didn't get a shard 80s
Maid. Yeah, Crazy Maid did get one.
Oh, here we go. Danny, #blocked. Okay, I have to go. It's 10 minutes past my bedtime. Early to bed, early to rise.
Why? What do you do?
Because he's wood. He's his own.
Oh yeah, he's got to be all the old men's kickstands in the morning. Gotcha.
Yeah. Good riddance. B-Wag, I won't hold it against you. There's always a next time. Arrow doper than dope. I'm guessing there will be more shards at some point.
Yes, there shall. Yes, there shall.
And you'll have to get the point.
Yeah, I can't wait for the guys who got them to get them and then to tell you guys how cool they are, because it's not like a toy from Walmart. It actually feels like a replica. The weight is light for what it looks like. It's actually really light, but that's the materials that I use. It's going to mean cheaper to ship. But yeah, I think the dimensions will actually keep me from doing too cheap. But yeah, it feels great. It's all genuine as far as like the leather and the sinew. And yeah, I handmade every stinking bit of it. So hell yeah. Can't wait for you guys to get them and be like, oh, I got my name.
And everybody's gonna tag 80s Made Consumer in their show up.
80s Made,
look how good this shit looks. He's gonna be blocking people like I blocked Danny. Didn't work out. They'll just make another account too. Arrow looks super relaxed and chill after going Rambo. He's a savage.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a lot going on. You got this book. There's only 7 days left. If you haven't backed it, you definitely need to get in on this. If you have, just share the crap out of this for like the next week.
Yeah, we got a closeout attempt. Like it's gonna get the closeout started over on Bancroft's on the 11th. And then I'm going to be running from there over to D-Wags, I believe. And then we're going to just try to close that out with friends and Crack Pack. And, dude, you guys made it happen. I'm happy. I'm over the moon to have 105 backers on this. And, like, everyone who's around me knows, like, I'm super stoked and just can't wait to get this in your all's hands. I'm so high. I can't tell you how appreciative I am on this.
Art and Times of Jay Ryan. I respect the man who hates everything equally. Do the spin. If you poke your eyeball out, this stream might go viral.
Oh, he's got a good thing. I go take care of a friend's dogs here in a second, so I gotta still be able to see. So let's see. All right. Now I'm supposed to throw it. Right. Sorry, D-Way. Like we were doing that. I've been doing this throw every time, and I just like pitching these things around. So they're fun. Like I said, they're weighted right too. If you know knives pretty well, I mean they're weighted right here. So
it's got the balance.
Yeah, it does have the balance. Like I said, the belt frog can double as a stand. It's flexible. You can make it into a belt clip, or you can use it as a loop for your belt and go to Ren fairs or whatever. But yeah, it's my dad was like, "You need to put a stand. I made the first part of it. He's like, it'd be cool if you made a stand for it or a sheath. Think of a sheath." And I was like, "Oh, I could do both and not have to do the whole blade, covered and everything." Because scabbards and sheaths are meant to protect the blade from the weathering and all that. And this is a crystal, or it's really acrylic, but it's crystal, so it wouldn't have to really like protect it from the elements. But it definitely looks like it came out of that world. I know a few people have said I think it was Chris Fisk that said it was undeniable what book that came from or what IP that came from. Like, it's got a distinct look to it. So yeah.
D-Wag, I hate things dependent on how convenient it is for me. An 80s maid was born to hate. And by take care, he means murder some guy's dogs.
No. I didn't even think about that.
That'll get the stream to go violent.
No, I got to go take care of some dogs, man. They've been locked up for a few hours.
It's kind of like love.
Mm-hmm. It can be. You can love to hate.
I picked up on that too, Jay Ryan.
Clip it.
I don't want to. Clip it. I don't want to know what's going to be in that beef stew next week, but I hope I don't stop barking. When you love someone, you aren't able to tell them how bad they suck. Hate allows you to let them know how shitty they really are.
Oh, man. So, thanks.
Yeah. Well, dude, I want to thank you for coming on and
thank you, Will. It was good. It was fun, man.
And showing off the book. I want to thank the immense kindness of the chat, except Danny, because fuck Danny.
You guys really do make this. You all really do make this all happen for all of us, and YouTubes and creators on books or writers, and all of us having fun out here. You guys are what we're doing it for, and you all make it happen. So I thank you from every bit of me to getting Beckoned and me this far, and I'm here. I'm around. So thank you so much.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, I got to decide which tier. I'm thinking probably the featured tier.
It's a good pick, man.
I'm gonna have to get on because I'm like, I like a deal. It's tough. It's tough to be cheap in the world of independent comics.
Oh yeah.
Featured tier.
Yeah, I guess if I start blowing up and stuff, that feature tier is going to get you guys a lot of first edition worth versions. I mean, go get them.
Oh yeah. And what else do you have coming up?
Nothing.
I
mean, I got a show tomorrow on my channel with my brother Dwight. We do it every week on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's on Zaid Studios at YouTube. I think Joe Catapano's got a really awesome art exhibit to go see, and I'm a little jealous of him because it's a Da Vinci. And I've never seen one. I've seen Michelangelo pieces, but I've never seen a Da Vinci. I don't think I have. But anyway, I don't think we'll be doing Art Bros this week. But usually that's my schedule on Thursdays and Fridays is my show on Thursdays and then Art Bros on Wednesdays with him. And then, I got Bancroft Closeout happening soon. And I got no other shows happening before that. So, yeah.
Work. And just laugh about 80s Maid not having a show.
No.
He's going to be like, tell me when the pre-launch is for the next book.
Yeah. I might just pre-launch the knives, like just do a campaign of just those.
Oh yeah. Well,
if that idea actually kicks on, guys, don't play with me. I might actually do that later, like in between two books, is do a second chance Loden Shard theme.
Jay Ryan is a beast. He's got the heat. Well, Jay Ryan will see a doctor about that. That could be something serious. But this book is just beautiful looking, dude. So
thank you, appreciate it so much.
I'm excited for when this comes out for the people.
Thank you. Oh yeah, no, it's definitely a labor of love, and it taking me a lot of time. Like I said, you can watch my show every week and watch me work on it for an hour while Dwight kind of heckles me or the chat heckles. We all have a good time over here. It's great. So Come over. It's not as entertaining, or it's not locked into all the drama, but we bring jokes. We like to laugh, and if you got a good your mama joke, that always helps. So.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, well, bring them over, dude. That's what we do. We collecting mama jokes.
I'll tell the mama joke right now.
Okay, yeah, do it on yours, because I'm afraid that on mine we like to try to keep it PG-13 as much as possible. So I know that your mama jokes can get pretty gnarly. But go. What you got?
Yeah, let's see. Where's my... First, let's pop this little guy up there. Your mama's so nasty, she suck your daddy's dick before she come in and kiss you goodnight. Oh, I'm sorry. Too close to home.
Hey, I'm from Mountain People, man. Just,
my girlfriend, my wife, my sister. And I guilted Zaid and Jay to make a logo for me.
Guilted.
Bro, let me know ahead of time. I'll promote the hell out of it.
We'll do, man. We'll do.
Ray made it back just for the end of the show.
Knock, knock, says Coleman.
Oh, Neff showed up. Hail, nerds.
Yeah.
I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
No, we do blonde jokes too. Like, why was the blonde's belly button bruised?
Why?
Because her boyfriend was blonde too.
Oh my God. Refunds are pouring in already.
Great.
It was just one joke. Relax.
Had to be one of you guys in a refund. Nah, you guys are awesome. Thank you all so much. And Will, thank you for having me on, man. I hope Neff and them, when they get nice and settled, and dude, their Mavericks package is something to behold. I've been studying it to package my book
sitting right next to me. I'm just waiting for the merch pack to show up, because I got even more stuff in that. So
nice. Yeah.
I read it digitally when they released it,
mm-hmm.
I hear Neff and Freak Girl have some fire in the pipe. Yes, indeed they do. Will's mama puts the dew in Mountain Dew.
Mm-hmm.
Would you stop peeking in my window? Oh, yeah. Will, do your mav on the website. I did. Let me get back over here. So, yeah, this is going on. Get this book if you haven't gotten it already. I'm speaking to myself. But this thing should have a lot more than 105 backers.
That's what I've been hearing, but man, I'm having a ball doing this. I just like being around guys who are also creators or just excited about making things and receiving things that they've helped their friends make. Like, this is what art school felt like to me. I mean, aside all of us on the internet, instead of being at a central location where we're all like really getting in trouble. But yeah, like this has been really cool to meet everybody and just be in that creative space. So I'm just stoked, dude. Just totally stoked.
Awesome. Thanks for everybody for showing up. Even Ray coming back for the end of the show.
Yes.
Yeah, Beckoned looks amazing. Everybody should be getting in on it.
Bow bow.
Bow, 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 bow. Don't forget, this episode will be up any place you can get a podcast. You can share it out and tell more people, share the video out, and let's get this book up. We want a lot more copies. and the rest of us all want, Darren Wagner Alpha Cure. Oh my. And the rest of us all want a shard just like 80s made. So.
Oh yeah. Well, if you guys want to keep hold of me and like stalk me or whatever, I'm on Twitter at Studio Zaid. I'm on YouTube at Zaid Studios. We've got zaidstudios.com, which that has a lot of information of the video game. In fact, there's a novel chapter of the prologue there that you can read, but don't if you don't want these books being ruined for you. These first 3, if you don't want the story ruined, don't read that. But I know some people don't know what a new creator's like, what their writing styles are like, and if that's scaring you away from purchasing, I'd rather you ruin it a little bit for yourself. You ain't gonna ruin it all, trust me, but you're gonna ruin some key points. But yeah, you can kind of get a taste for how I like to write, and that's for a novel. Like writing for a comic has been totally a different medium. Learning how that pacing and what should be said and what's too much. That's a big thing. Is just you can really overrate,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, guys, just thanks for everything. And then if you don't want any more like comic stuff or Beckon stuff, I got tevenantart.com. That's where I've got a lot of my traditional stuff. You can see my portrait work and, just some work I've done in the past. But yeah, other than that, that's all. That's all from me, man.
Just watch the trailer and buy the book, nerds. Oh,
wow.
I thought trailers didn't sell books. Well, maybe if you have dying days of YouTube, make your trailer. It'll definitely sell a book.
Right.
So we will catch you next Wednesday for another brand new episode of the Creators Outlet. I'll be doing art shows with Sean Howe from the Strongzilla Art Show over the next couple of days, popping up in lives. And he is going to be at ShadowCon all weekend down in Tennessee. So if you're in that area, definitely pop in and see what's going on.
Nice.
And this Thursday, OK Boomer is back, and we are doing we're going through the first appearance of Power Girl from the Silver Age.
Better call Barton Bros.
Oh yeah. That's what I do. Rob needs to update that doc of his. Okay, Boomer, I gotta dip love. Y'all bow.
Later, D-Wack. Thanks to all you guys, man, for making it out. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button or sub if you haven't. And yeah, this guy's got podcasts on the cloud. Go get you some.
Yeah.